It's been 3 weeks since I last posted a video. And to be honest, I kind of feel like I shouldn't even be posting this one. But if I'm going to show you my journey, I'm going to be real with you, and I got to show you this. The last video I posted was the 21st day to a 30-day challenge. Honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to say that I didn't even finish the challenge. Not because I didn't want to, not because I couldn't, but because I had to make a conscious decision not to. See, if you go back and look at those videos, I realized that the money that was going out didn't match the money that was coming in. And I had to make that decision to say, hey, I need to stop here to make sure that I was still positioning myself for tomorrow. Now, don't get me wrong. I still paid off $7,000 of over $10,000 car balance on that loan that I had. But I missed the mark. My goal was when I got back from the lake, I was going to come home, work a little bit, and then pay the remainder off. And then start over again so that I can start attacking more of my student loans by doing the exact same challenge. But it didn't work that way. When I got back from the lake, everything changed. It shifted. Things got different. I did what I said I was going to do first. Got home and I went through and I checked and I seen how much did I actually make while I was working those morning shifts. I made less than $1,000 in the last 2.5 months working morning shifts. The fuck was I thinking? So I cut back. Granted, to start, I cut back one day. When I was going to go in and completely quit the job altogether, I cut back the first day. And when I was going to quit, the second thing happened. I paid off $7,000 in June. And it got completely wiped out, plus some. Because after I got back from the lake, the company I had been working with to help me clear things up told me that I had to pay $12,000 in taxes. What the fuck? $12,000 in taxes has now been added to my debt that I have to pay within the last 6 to 7 months stretch. I still have debt left. It just felt like something is just trying to keep me from flying. Something is trying to keep me from soaring. The reality is that it's a good thing because I sought out this company. At the beginning of the year, I went and I started looking for a company to start digging up anything that I had because I felt as if I'm going to get out of debt, but I want freedom. It's not just about money. It's about freedom. And I want to get married and I want to marry my best friend, my partner, but I don't want anything to come up as a surprise that can hinder that. And so I asked them to do their work and it cost me almost $5,000 to get them to get started. And now they're saying I got to pay $12,000. That's $17,000 of extra money that I was not expecting to pay. But if it brings freedom, then it brings freedom, right? See, when I started this whole thing, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, when I first got that email, my initial thought was to retrace, was to go back and fall back into who I was, but I cannot do that. Hence why I haven't created content. Hence why I didn't quit the job. It was because I felt in my mind that content was wasting my time, that creating these apps, which could actually create freedom later, was wasting my time, and that I needed to work more and I needed to press more shirts. And so I started doing the things that I was doing before that I had consciously stopped doing because they actually weren't bringing me further. They were pulling me further back. And so my next move is to take shifts only that genuinely are generating the income that I need. In the last 3 weeks, I've done logos, designs, and websites for different people, which is a great side hustle. Now, initially, I was going to throw this away, but this morning, me and Rebecca talked, and it made so much more sense for me to just keep that as a side hustle and do that when I can. Just charge about $1,500 for the service. That'll allow me to attack this debt. But I had to restructure the company because majority of my time has been spent on the designs when the money was supposed to be coming from the clothes. So the thought is that if I go and turn Musify into the simple shirt company or the shirts made simple, then 1 to 2 color designs we print. I can do 100 of them in 3 hours. We can send it out the door, packaged and individually tagged with sizing labels, then our profit margins are about $700 in 3 hours. Now, if I can get three of those orders a day by growing this company, then we make $2,100 every single day. The difference in this is that it actually allows me to create a system with t-shirts that can be scaled, right? You can hire other people, you can put money in people's pockets, and there's a full market of people that just need simple, basic t-shirts. I decided to stop marketing being the best designer, the best t-shirts, the best pricing or whatever it is, because that's what everybody's marketing. I get on Facebook and there's 30 fucking companies every page that are talking about they do t-shirts. And I start asking myself, how the hell can I differentiate myself from that? Change the game. Stop trying to do everything. So I'm going down to one thing. That's exactly what I'm doing. And so far, I spent the last 5 or 6 days cold calling and showing up to businesses, offering them an offer, word to Alex Hermosi, that's irresistible. One that they can't say no to. They'd be a fool to say no to. And all I'm telling them is that, hey, I don't want to step on your toes. But the next time that you think about ordering shirts from your partner, from whoever it is that you use shirts from, just send me an email and let me bring you two free of whatever it is you are going to order, just to show you what we're capable of and our speed. No risk. So no harm, no foul. If you don't like it, keep moving. Continue doing what you're doing. It's okay. Nobody's turned it down. In fact, I've almost got a company every single day. That sounds amazing until you realize that most of these companies around here, they don't fucking need 40 shirts or 100 shirts. They need like 20, 10, 5. So that's not going to work. So my thought process is all I can do now is focus on those events, those PTA groups, those little sports groups, the mom groups, the ones that have like the family reunions and the little whatever it is that they have, because they don't necessarily need the best t-shirt. They just need them affordable, they need them quick, and they want them done. A lot of designs are not that big, they're not that heavy. So that's my aim. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to multiply on that while still having the side hustle of designing websites and logos and whatever else it is that people need, while still serving tables. And right now, I'm currently looking for other ways that I can leverage my time and make more money, because I've got to make quite a bit of money for these next 6 to 7 months. If I hide anything, then it's not me being authentic, right? You don't learn, and I don't learn. It's one thing to say you're doing something. It's another thing to actually show it and be completely authentic. I'm not going nowhere. If Mr. Beast said that it took him 100 videos to even get noticed, then I'm going for 100 videos. And I'm going to do this shit. And I'm going to get out of debt. And we're going to become financially free, emotionally free, and spiritually free right here together. My name is Earl Clarkson. Let's go. This is Zero to Free, free in all areas. We are about to double down.